Hi, I'm Scott Stanton, the original Tombstone tourist, and today we're at Bethel Memorial Gardens just outside Franktown, Virginia. Now, why are we here? This is the final resting place of blues legend Arthur Big Boy Crudup. Now, you may not have heard of him, but you have heard his music. So let's start from the beginning. Arthur was born into a sharecropping family, and he carried on that tradition up until about age 30 in Clarksdale, Mississippi, home of the Delta Blues. He got infected with the music, and he learned to play guitar at the later age of 30 and started getting good, and he decided to move to Chicago. Back then, there was a huge flight of African Americans from the South to the North, where they had jobs in the manufacturing plants, and it was a lot easier to make a living. He ended up on the streets playing for nickels and dimes and living in a cardboard box. One day, executive producer's assistant came over, dropped a couple coins in his box and says, "Hey, wait here, I want to bring my boss." He brought the producer, Mr. Melrose, and he goes, "Wow, you've got something here, but I want original music." So Arthur penned a bunch of original songs that are now in today's blues lexicon, America's Songbook, including "That's All Right, Mama." And he started playing. Now, to find Arthur's final resting place, you simply come 11 rows off of the road and 21 spaces into the cemetery. But then again, if you had to walk the whole cemetery, it'd take you 5 minutes. Now, getting back to Elvis Presley. So you would think that Arthur would be living the good life with all the royalties coming in from that song, as well as musicians that recorded some of his other songs. That included Elton John, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Rod Stewart, Canned Heat, Muddy Waters, everybody. They were recording his music, and guess what? He did not get paid a single penny in royalties. He became very disenchanted with the music business. He dropped out, he went back to sharecropping, and he also ran a very successful moonshine business up and down the East Coast here. But fortunately, in the 1960s, there was a blues revival with Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and all these artists that were still alive. He jumped on that bandwagon. In fact, in his youth, he used to tour and play live with people like Elmo James and Sonny Boy Williams #2. So he was kind of a heavyweight in the blues arena. But fortunately, he was rediscovered, and in the early 60s, he played not only here in the US, but also in England and in Australia. And he recorded one more song. And in fact, his final concert before his passing was with Bonnie Raitt. So he was really appreciated by the next generation, but he still didn't get a single penny in royalties. So when he passed away, his family got an attorney, went to the record company and said, "We want what's coming to us." And the record company said, "Yeah, whatever, sue us." They did one better. They put a lien on the record company and they waited. And one day that record company went and tried to merge with another record company, and it was blocked, and they had to part with cash. So in the end, maybe it worked out a little bit, but not really. He was screwed over just like a number of other artists. Everybody knows the story about Tom Petty. Bruce Springsteen was also stiffed on his royalties. Creedence Clearwater Revival. It was everybody. That's the way the music business ran. And that's why today a lot of musicians keep their own tapes and release their own music to make the money. Well, If you want to see more content, videos, photographs, articles about Arthur Big Boy Crudup and all the different songs he wrote and performed, as well as performances from other artists, please come out to my website, The Original Tombstone Tourist, or thetombstonetourist.com, and come and see original content. Thank you very much. Great to have you.